Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Adam Ahmad bin Afendi. My metric number is 065760. Today I will review about my classmate group work. So this group choose to analyze Interpol organization in class 6, which is international organization topic. The topic that I will discuss is introduction, discussion, critique and conclusion. Introduction. This group consisting of 4 people who are Faridatul Shafiqah, Farah Akilah, Ayuni and Farah Hidayu. They choose Interpol as their topic in class 6. For the learning method, they use 1 husband and 5 wife method to analyze Interpol. The question that arise is, how does Interpol work? What can Interpol do? Who pays for Interpol? Where is Interpol? When was Interpol founded, and why does Interpol exist? In the discussion, Farah Akilah state how does Interpol operate. She stated that Interpol focus on criminals that operate across national borders, including terrorism, sexual abuse of children, child pornography, money laundering, fraud, and etc. Next is, what capabilities does Interpol have? Faridatul Shafiqah says that Interpol has the right to store data in criminal database, forensic support, where Interpol can obtain forensic data such as DNA and fingerprint because it can aid in the investigation, determine the identity and involvement of an individual or in a criminal case, and also prove the innocence of a suspect. Then construct a command and coordination center. This center serves as the initial point of contact for any country that's seeking assistance from the General Secretariat or other nation. Lastly, the right to organize a reaction team at the request of NCB in order to cope with a crisis or assist with a large international event. Next is, who funds the Interpol? Farah Akilah stated that Interpol primary funding comes from statutory contribution, and second funding comes from a voluntary funding. Next is, where is Interpol located? Ayuni stated that Interpol headquarters were located in Lyon, which is in France. And next is, when does the Interpol establish? Farah Hidayu stated that the idea to establish Interpol was conceived in 1914 at the International Criminal Police Congress in Monaco. But the idea was not implemented because of the outbreak of the World War I. Then the idea was revived once again by Dr. Johannes Skober, which is the president of Vienna Police. And with that, at 7 September 1923, the Congress voted to establish the International Criminal Police Commission, in other words is ICPC. In 1956, the ICPC changed its name to Interpol. Next is, why Interpol exists. Farah Hidayu stated that the reason why Interpol exists is to make sure that police from around the globe can collaborate to prevent and combat crime together. So we move on to critique session. That the first point of criticism that brought up by the commentators is that this group does not open the camera. Next is, the commentator wish to criticize the manner this group describe their language on their presentation slide. For commentators, this group elaborate their point very short, and it make it harder for commentators to understand their point clearly. Next is time management. Time management is the final critique the reviewer wishes to make. This is because this group exceed the time limit, according to template pedagogy session 3, each group only have 5 minutes to present their slide, but this group exceed the 5 minutes, and they manage to do their work at 6 minutes and 25 seconds. This is really exceed the time limit. So the commentators suggest that they should confine themselves to the present in order to comply with the stated instruction. In conclusion, this group has performed admirably, yet there are still areas for improvement because they can achieve perfection. This group speakers likewise employ proper approach to complete this assignment.